Let's do something we like to call social media check-in, where we try to answer some more social media questions.
All right. Can a family of 4 remove their condition on the same application? What's the name of the form to be used, and what should be submitted with the application, please? The 90-day rule is before, or should it be a day before the 90 days to remove the condition?
Okay, that was a whole mouthful, but I got the question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can include, the family would be your children. You can include your children on your I-751 if the children got their green card within 6 months of the main parent who's removing the conditions. So for example, if I'm removing the conditions of my permanent residence and my children got their green card on the same day as me or within 6 months of me, I can put them on my application. You file it, there's a 90-day window. The 90 days preceding the end of your 2-year anniversary. You don't file it on day 91, you file it between day 90 to 0. And you can include your children as long as they got their green card within 6 months of you. If they got their green card more than 6 months after you, then they have to file their own I-751 when it comes time for their green cards to expire. And that even doesn't matter whether you adjusted, they got their green card at the U.S. Embassy or vice versa. It doesn't matter where, if you got your green card together, it's the time period.
What's the chance if they were married to a person and the person divorced them on their 2-year green card extension before the 10 years? They already filed the 10-year paperwork, which is pending.
There's no law that says you have to stay in an unhappy marriage. If the person divorces you, you say, thank you very much. Who the hell needs you anyway? And you submit the divorce papers to immigration on your pending I-751, and you say, I was in a happy marriage. It's not so happy anymore. We're getting divorced. But I can prove it was a good marriage and a bona fide marriage while the marriage lasted. And you do it on your own. And you say ta-ta to the other person.
And CEAC account. My sponsor's civil documents. Do you know the CEAC account?
Uploading to the National Visa Center.
The CEA site.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the CEAC account, my sponsor's civil documents column is showing accepted, but after accepting all the documents, the NVC sent a message telling them to send proof of sponsor's assets. What should I do now?
Follow what the NVC says.
And can you file for your child under 21 with a conditional permanent residency?
Yes.
Can a person with a VAWA case who only has a work permit and SSN file for their kids back home?
Person with a work permit file for their kids back home?
With a VAWA case who only has a work permit
No,
and
you have to get the
Security
approved VAWA approved, get your green card, and then you can include your children as derivative to follow to join you.
Brad, I just want to know that VAWA got extended.
It didn't, but they're still accepting it, so until further notice, VAWA's good.
All right. Someone came in the U.S. when they were 18 and the person's mother filed an I-130 for them within 82 days. Will this be a problem with the, by the way, the petition was approved.
Is this a problem?
The mother filed for the
what about an
I-130 within the 82 days.
It depends what the mother's a citizen, a resident. Did they file an adjustment? I need to know a little more.
And the RFE requested for son who is now 21 years old as of April 2019. The PD is July 9th, 2018. Will USCIS still process his I-130 petition? I thought he aged out. He was filing for a green card parent. He was filed for by a green card parent. He's outside the country.
They'll still process him, and they may be under the child status protection. Actually got to see what the priority dates are when this case gets approved.
Okay, the PD was July 9th, 2018.
Yeah, but in other words, how it works is you get to add the time it took the I-130 to get approved to his 21st birthday to keep him in the F2A category, or her. So let's say it was filed in January 2018, and he turns 21 in 3 months later. It depends on how long the case takes to get approved. Let's say it took the case to get approved 1 year, so he gets till 22, assuming the priority date's current when the case gets approved. So we don't know yet, but things may be looking good because the priority dates are current right now.
Other than family and marriage, can a family friend sponsor you, or is it on a B1, B2 visa, and how long will it take?
Can a friend sponsor you?
Can a family friend sponsor you?
There's no such thing as sponsoring on a B1, B2 visa. The B1, B2 visa is up to you to go in and prove that you're coming here as a tourist and returning home. So there's no sponsorship by some family member's friend. People say, oh, I want to get a letter of invitation, what's the purpose of you coming? You know what the best purpose of coming? I'm a tourist, I'm coming to visit, I'm staying at a hotel, here's my plane ticket, I'm leaving in a week. That's what a tourist is.
When I'm filing a VAWA, do I have to file an I-485 and pay a filing fee?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, I went on my green card interview with my U.S. citizen husband in June, but I haven't gotten any reply from USCIS. What do you think is going on? It's been 5 months.
I don't know, but you should have watched the last 3 minutes with me and Abadir and file a mandamus.
Shelly Benson saying, how long does it take for USCIS to approve an I-130 that was filed in July 2019?
It should be less than 12 months. If it's more than 12 months, see my answer to my last question.
All right. Robert saying, how can I prove to an interview officer that my police clearance is unobtainable in China due to loss of passport a few weeks to my exit of, or within a few weeks to my exit of China?
I don't know what it takes to get a police clearance in China. There's availability of documents everywhere. So you have to be able to prove that document's unavailable according to the Foreign Affairs Manual, or if it is available, that you followed the instructions and gave something official back saying it's unavailable for XYZ.
Okay. How many days before we can apply for EAD renewal? Is it 180 or 90 days?
Do it 120 days beforehand, and then you get 180 days after.
My EAD and I-485 was submitted. I'm converting it to VAWA. How many months will it take for my EAD card to arrive?
3 to 6 months.
My case was filed on October 8th. How long does it normally take to get it approved from USCIS?
What was your case?
Nadine.
How would I know? I filed some papers.
My cousin did her VAWA case, and it's approved from May, and she still hasn't received her work permit as of yet.
How do you know it was approved? If her VAWA case was approved, she should have a green card.
Am I qualified to apply for an EAD? I filed an asylum, went for an interview, but was sent to court. 157 days has gone now.
Yes, apply.
Why a DWI in New York is a crime of moral turpitude?
Why? Because you have a bad mind. Moral turpitude means you have a bad mind. So somewhere written in that law, I don't know what the actual wordage is, shows that you intentionally or with knowledge or with something in your head knew what you were doing and it was wrong. And it shows that you're a person of bad morals.
Right. All right, Nico Suave is saying, how do I change my child's birth date on the N400 if I made a mistake on the I-751? Is it advisable to apply for naturalization online compared to by mail?
Either one works, and any mistakes you could always fix at the interview.
Okay, Jan Pereira saying, hey guys, great show. I received my EAD combo card. I went to travel, but I'm a little nervous because I overstayed my visa almost 2 decades ago.
Don't worry about it.
Is it best to file for I-130 and I-485 at the same time?
Yes.
And how long does it take to get a work authorization after having done your biometrics for adjustment of status?
It should be 3 to 6 months from the time you file.
How long is it taking now to get a work permit after doing biometrics? I filed in August, did my biometrics September 20th.
September, October, November, December, January. You should get it by February.
My friend's son put in an application for an I-130, but the son passed away. What can she do now?
You can have a family member substitute in.
Brad, is it safe to travel on an advanced parole? I filed my AOS through VAWA. If I got arrested 2 years ago on a false statement of my abuse ex-husband, the case was dismissed. I was found not guilty.
Travel, but bring the disposition to show the not guilty if you're ever asked at the interview, but it's okay to travel. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.